walking on a road that's narrow. 'Cause I'm walking on this road yet still. Time gets hard when I'm walking through the valley. Your love is all around me to shine and lead the way. The end seems far, but you guide me through this journey. Your love is so enduring, you're faithful every day. Keeping my mind on the destination, making sure I'm heading the right direction. Yahusha, the definition of perfection.
This fundraiser is for John, aka Photohelix, and his wife and their 11-year-old daughter. John was recently diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, Pancoast tumor, that has moved into the lining of the lung and an adjoining ribs of the back. Due to its location and type, it is inoperable and causing severe pain, pushing against the right nerves of the lining of the ribs.
With no operation available, treatment is limited, to say the least. And above all things, my brother and his family could use your prayers, above all things. And John Photohelix has been in the YouTube community since 2007, sharing the love, the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding that God has graced him with.
He needs your help. All he's ever asked for are prayers, and needs them now more than ever. Just for one PET scan test alone, that averages $12,000 to $13,000. His wife's insurance will only cover almost half of that amount. So for the hour-and-a-half test, they have to have $6,000 to $7,000 out of pocket.
This is just one of the many things that is wiping them out financially, from 2.5-hour MRIs to CAT scans, brain scans, blood and lung biopsies, not to mention doctor's visits and medications.
On top of all this, they still have to purchase a casket and try to set up some sort of small funeral. Although this all adds up, they desire your prayers more than anything.
However, if you find it in your heart to donate to help his wife and daughter out, who are going to be left behind on the mountain of debt, you can donate at his GoFundMe page or at PayPal at paypal.me/photohelix77.
Hey brothers and sisters, I'm just putting together this video to bring awareness to Photohelix's GoFundMe page. John and his family need our help. They're going through a lot right now. I don't know what it's like to know that you're gonna lose your spouse or your dad. I imagine it's awful. On top of that, to think of the financial burden that's gonna come with it. It just doesn't even seem fair. Fighting cancer is not an easy thing on a family. And I spoke with Airborne Satan. He told me that in 2014 he lost his daughter to cancer. He said fighting cancer cost his family $23,000 a month. And after insurance he was paying $4,000 a month. That's a lot of money to have to come up with. There are not many people who can, afford that. And then after fighting for 18 months, it cost him $20,000 to bury his daughter. I can't even imagine what that's like. It's tough. It's gotta be almost feel impossible. I just want to read Proverbs 19:17. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to Yahuwah, and he will reward them for what they have done. I'm not calling them poor, but they are in need, and if we can help, we should. So if you can help in any way, I'll have the link in the description for you to donate to help John and his family out.
Only one. So I expect all my brothers and sisters to come around, and this is now your mama. You take care of her, and the widow that I leave is my wife. Unless God works a miraculous event, he can do it. He can heal anybody.
I figured this might be an emotional show, brother.
It's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. You want me to give you a break?
I wanted to say that all the people have been helping and putting amounts into the PayPal. And with the medical expenses and stuff that's coming on, and I've got an 11-year-old daughter. And I'm going to be leaving soon, it would appear, unless God intervenes. And people have been emailing me and prayers and thoughts and good wishes. People have been trying to keep in contact with Michelle, and the stuff that you're donating is going to not just help with my medicine for what time I'm left, but probably to help her to put me away in the way that she would see fit or whatever. Again, unless God intervenes. If God intervenes and gives me more breath and life, then it'll be for his glory. Those of you praying for me, I want to say thank you for that.
Hey John, I know I didn't know you as well as everybody else on this video. It doesn't mean I don't love you, brother. I was always happy when I tuned into Awaken in the Morning and you were on there. Not only are you very knowledgeable, but you're entertaining too. Very animated. You're like if Robin Williams was a preacher. And it makes learning easier too when you have a good sense of humor like you do. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you and all that you've done in the YouTube community, brother.
This is a tiny bit about John. There was a time not long ago I looked out the windshield at the strange foreign world passing by and thought quite possibly I was dead. The things I saw made me question everything about this life and its existence. I even questioned God. I knew I was not in heaven or hell, but possibly some sort of purgatory. My search for answers led me to a man. This man is named John, but many of you know him as Photohelix. John showed me and countless others that God was still God and had given us warning and instructions for the times and events we were seeing. No man knows the day or hour that he will pass on, but John has been told his time may come very soon. I cried when John stopped preaching, as the voice in my head told me he was the last great preacher the earth will have.
I don't know what God's plan is, but I know that I've cherished my friendship with Photohelix and his wonderful family.
When you feel so led, then please consider helping John and his family out, especially in these times that they're in. Anyone who's ever had a friend or family who's had cancer and had to go through this, you know exactly how bad this can get, as well as, well, how financially expensive this is. Now, due to the extent of the cancer that John has, it is completely inoperable. Because above all things, we know that the God that we serve is the same God today as he was yesterday. And if there's anyone who can save John, well, it would be Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Now, whether he decides to heal John or not, that is irrelevant. But please, please remember, as John had said several times in almost all of his videos, if you remember him or you forget him, well, you've lost nothing. But if you've forgotten Jesus Christ, you've lost everything.
Anything you can do is appreciated, but above all else, your prayers and faith in the Father through Christ.
You and your family are in our prayers, brother. We love you.
Please, please, remember to keep John and his family in your prayers. So John, I love you, brother. And no matter how this goes, God willing, we'll see you on the other side.
We love you, John, and that's a fact.
So that's going to do it for this video. Anybody watching, you have my permission to share this, mirror this. Let's try to help John and his family out. Maybe you can't help right now, but if you share it, maybe it reaches somebody who can help him and his family. I thank you for watching, and as always, please keep John and his family in your prayers. I love you all, and I'll talk to you soon.
By the blood of Jesus Christ and by his mercy and his love, if you accept him, the Bible said in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever would believe upon him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Until next time, reading rainbow.
Keep my spirits up, right? I love you.